Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. First part of the game here for Chase Brown. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing now, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. On the ground, it's Brown. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Giants.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here's Brown. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Brown. And the Giants are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 11 yards as they move the chains. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the Raiders' 6-yard line.
The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. They'll run here with Brown. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Third and goal. Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now a timeout. Giants. That is their second. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing, Milton. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game. Here's 2nd and 9. And out of the gun is Milton. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. 3rd and a yard. Try and throw with Milton. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. Whoa! Here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Play action here. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he spins his way into extra yardage. It'll be a pickup of 9. A good run there. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. On play action, here's Milton. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Milton. He's going to look for the home run ball. Oh, yeah.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll begin here on the ground. Up the side. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. Right back to him on first down. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Here's a run. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Giants. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but If they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
To the air on third down is Milton. 1:58 to go in the first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Mahomes now on second down. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Up the middle they go. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 20-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Giants are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
A run on first and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. Good blocking, and he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, New York. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Now Milton. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here now, 3rd and 5. One final throw before the break. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Carlson's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Jersey with the Giants on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The third quarter begins with a run. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Milton. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw, it's Milton. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain there of 13 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gun. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Here's Milton. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They bring the tight end in motion. To the air once more is Milton. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
On fourth down, here's Milton. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Here's Brown. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Brown. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. Again, he finds an opening. He's got another one. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Giants. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Vegas.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This is fielded inside the 5. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run here with Brown. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. To the ground, he'll get it again. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 6. They'll fake the give, and now it's Milton. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. A carry here for Brown. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll stay on the ground. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They go play action with Mahomes. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To the air, it's Milton. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Milton from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense, pretty much spun the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Milton. And he's going to have a Raiders 1st down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down. Milton going to look to throw it again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing again is Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing is Milton. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Running from the pistol, it's Brown. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's a 2nd and 9. A handoff as they try to run it here. And this will be a Giants 1st down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Right back to him on 1st down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll try the right side this time, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for 3rd down. He'll air it out down the middle. That's hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here comes 2nd down. Working out of the gun is Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, here's Milton. Quick hitting slant there. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st down, here's Milton. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Throwing, Milton. Quick throw, taken in. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He keeps it himself.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.